Hello man things, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought that we could do something a little bit more chill and make a tier list. I'm doing a tier list of the different boss fights in Resident Evil 8. At the top we have
that waistline, yes.
In the middle, sort of neutral ground is
Thank you for your patronage.
the very last level. So this is a boss fight that actively annoys me.
Unfortunately, you don't seem to have the funds for that.
So those are the tiers. That's what we're ranking. Please be sure to let me know your thoughts and which bosses you liked, which ones you didn't. I have some very strong opinions on some of them. If you are new here, I would love to have you subscribe. And I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get started. And I'm gonna be going in chronological order, by the way. So I'm gonna start with the first people that you fight and end with Miranda. The first person you fight is my girl.
Man blood.
I do think that Bela is kind of the most boring of the daughters, purely in terms of her death scene. I thought it was kind of like, sort of forgettable, so. But, I mean, the daughters are some of the best characters in the whole game. That will save her from going in one of the lower tiers, because even though I thought that fighting her was not extremely exciting, I still think she has a really amazing character design. We're gonna put her in thank you for your patronage. Yeah, I do feel badly putting her that low, but like, I'm just trying to keep it real over here, you know? After Bela, we fight Daniela, the craziest of the three.
Hey, kiss me. Every last drop.
It's because she's a ginger. I actually love the fight scene with her. Daniela's fighting style matches her personality. Daniela is the craziest of the three. I think she is. She's kind of chaotic.
Oh, I want to eat the cute ones right up.
You have to constantly be cranking open the thing in the ceiling, which I also thought was really cool, like a cool idea. As opposed to the other two girls that just kind of stand in front of you. You have to shoot her from afar, because if you get too close to her, then it's like,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
even though I believe her to be the most difficult to defeat of the three, I like that about her, so I'm putting her in that waistline tier. Because, yeah, she's a good one. Now for the last sister, Cassandra. Cassandra's death is the saddest in my opinion.
Cassandra? Cassandra? No! Wait! You're my great mother!
Crazy witch.
Also, we have to say rest in peace Jeanette Moss, woman who did the voice acting for Cassandra. She did a phenomenal job. She tragically passed away before the release of the game due to colon cancer. Sort of adds to the tragedy of Cassandra's death in the game. But she was extremely talented, and she really gave her all to this voice acting role. It just sucks.
I think we could all attest, just generally a light. Like, you just walk into a room and she just has a really fantastic,
she was great.
just like such a good energy as a human.
Yeah.
And just like full of sunshine and so willing to throw down and like a badass and like zero ego, just there to like make good work and hang.
Yeah,
so.
she was super cool.
Rest in peace, Jeanette Moss. More interesting than Bela, less interesting than Daniela. She can go into Hunger is to Be Alive. How about that? Now we need Lady D herself in her weird mutated glory. She's actually a lot more threatening when she's not in her final form.
Oh shit. That's what I am saying. Alright, let's just go there. Are you gonna come this way? Alright, fuck you too, bitch. I thought we had something. Alright, well, I guess I'm out of here.
I understand that she had to mutate because Ethan stabbed her with the knife. She's much more menacing when she is just Lady Dimitrescu. She's much more of a threat when she's just herself. When she's in this form, she can actually be killed. You shoot her, and it does damage.
Oh shit, did I get her? Oh!
Whereas when she's just her normal self, it does not matter what you do, you cannot hurt her.
Playing games? Are you finished?
All it does is mildly irritate her.
Let's wrap things up quickly. I'm not as kind as my daughters.
That is a lot more intimidating than this. Fight with her, I found it very shrill. Like it gave me a headache. Whatever kind of like voice modulation they did on her when she's in this form, it's not for me. We love Lady D, but we love her in her hourglass form. Is this gonna be a controversial take? Sorry, like I said, I'm keeping it real. Oh, this one. It's just so unique. The last time I've seen anything even remotely like this is probably in Silent Hill 4 with the twin monsters. I love the way it moves. It's so gross. I love how it evokes this very visceral feeling of revulsion within the player. I really also appreciate the symbolism of the monster. If you've played this level, then you have experienced that horrifying moment, right, when you've got the fuse and you're running back to the elevator to put the fuse in the fuse box. Right after you do that, and you're like pushing the button for the elevator and waiting for it to come down, and it's taking forever and a half, and you're like freaking out because the baby's like right behind you and it's getting louder and louder, and you're not even gonna dare turn around because it's like right behind you and you're just waiting to be eaten alive. Ethan finally gets in the elevator and it's made to look like it was just right in the nick of time, and if he had been like 0.8 seconds later, he would have been toast. Okay, so the thing with the baby, I don't find it scary. I feel like that's not a popular opinion. I don't know, it just didn't scare me. Mia from Resident Evil 7 scares me a hell of a lot more than this thing. But like I said, I really do appreciate the symbolism and the thought behind it. It's kind of interesting putting it in the boss fight tier because you don't really fight it. It's more like a boss running away. I'm putting it in that waistline. Yeah, it deserves it. But this is my tier list and it did not scare me. So it's going into Hunger is to Be Alive. Angie, oh yes, girl. Love this one. A doll coming alive and trying to murder you. I know that it's not a new concept, but it is just so creepy, and I love the way they executed it in this game. Oh, it's so brilliantly done. It's not like this big epic showdown. It's actually very sort of underwhelming, but in a good way. It makes it very clear that Angie is not really a threat. She's kind of like the chihuahua of the villains.
Way ugly! I want to see! He's awake!
Ethan's ability to kill Angie with just a few scissor stabs to the head, I think, is really appropriate to that. I think if it had taken anything more, if Angie had like morphed into something extra, it would not have rung true. Love the Angie doll, love the fight with the Angie doll. It's going in that waistline. Moreau, this poor bastard. Holy crap. The fight with Moreau made me physically nauseous, but I guess that's what was intended.
I did pledge. I met my fiance.
Oh! Jesse! It's you!
What?
It's you!
Here we go.
You're gonna say something, baby.
Yeah, this is a scene.
Okay, good. I got the thing! Oh no.
Mother Miranda, if it's for you, I'd do anything.
I'll just be taking this.
Wait. What are you doing with Mother's special child?
Is that my voice? Is that my voice?
Once again, the game developers did a really excellent job with Moreau in terms of having his fighting style match his personality. He is basically unable to control when or how he mutates.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
This bitch disgusting.
He does not really understand how he is perceived.
Please, if you take it, then the others laugh at me.
The costume is wearing him. He's not wearing the costume. He's like, oh, I guess I'm turning into a fish now. I know this isn't fair, but I'm gonna have to deduct points because he did make me very sick watching him. He's gonna go into Hunger is to Be Alive. Urias. What can I say? He's a werewolf with a hammer. Yeah, he's not really that fun to fight, is he? Like, you just fought all the Lycans and then he shows up and you're like, oh god. And then you just have to use all your ammo on him. That's the other thing, he like takes up all your ammo. He's going in, I'm buying this because of our relationship. Sturm. And Heisenberg said I was not gonna like what was down in the basement or whatever, and then he threw me down there. I was not expecting the ceiling fan monster. Something about this just makes me happy. I just think it's funny and I like it. I also love the fact that it can't see where it's going and it gets stuck. There's just something so slapstick about this character, and I am here for it. 10 out of 10, that waistline. Don't even have to think about it. Do you guys want to meet my dog? This is Sammy. Timmy, say hi. Yeah. She's a wiener dog.
Please stop exploiting me for your YouTube channel and let me go back to sleep.
Alright, so this is, I'm gonna butcher the name. Urias Strager. This is the spikier version of the werewolf hammer guy that we fought earlier, except now we're Chris and we have a little bit more testosterone. Fighting this dude is a little bit infuriating only because it takes forever for your target locator to reload, and that's really the only thing that is effective at doing any type of damage. And by this point in the game, it's like he's just a rehashed version of the previous dude that we already saw, and it's not like the setting is anything really that spectacular. You're basically just in a glorified cave. I'm putting in It Seems You Don't Quite Have the Funds. He's gonna be down here with Alcina. I'm sure they'll be very happy together. Okay, last but not least, six-winged super bitch herself, Miranda. I don't really think she's an excellent main villain for this game in the first place. They all have these like very rich personalities and these very individualized mannerisms. That is what makes each character so great and so fun. And Miranda just doesn't have that at all. By the time you get to her, after encountering characters like the Dimitrescu and the Duke and Heisenberg and Moreau, she just is a little anticlimactic, I guess. It's kind of underwhelming. I don't know. You're like, oh.
Vesseronauts, I can't wait to see my true child again.
Like, you're just a lady. I don't know. She's just like not cool enough. I think the idea of Miranda is great. She needs more quirkiness. There's nothing that really establishes a personality for Miranda. She ends up not really being a substantial, cool villain because she's very unidentifiable. I'll be generous. I'll put it in. I'm buying this because of our relationship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our tier list. Please comment down below and tell me what you guys would have ranked top and bottom. If you agree or disagree with any of my rankings, tell me what you think about my Miranda rant. If you agree or disagree with that, just anything that I said in this video, you can correct me on stuff if I got something wrong. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to give it a like and even subscribe, that would be amazing. And if you don't want to do that, that's also fine. I'm just very happy you're here watching me. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Gun. What the fuck am I trying to say?